Hey there, I wanted to make a quick video about the verbs that are like gustar. And we had video board 2A, task 1 and task 2. And task 2 we had to create our own sentences. And I just wanted to point out 3 things that you need to remember in order to use the verbs like gustar. So all of these verbs do the same thing. They all follow the same concept. They only have a single form and a plural form. And so the LAO usted form or the ellos ustedes form. That LAO usted form is called third person singular. It's one person doing the thing, or something, one thing is doing the action. The third person plural is some things or people, plural, are doing the action. So the verb, like gustar, is going to change according to what the subject is doing. It can only be singular or plural. That's the main thing about these verbs. So aburrir, gustar, preocupar, encantar, molestar. They only have 2 forms. The third person singular, aburre, gusta, preocupa, encanta, molesta. And third person plural, aburren, gustan, preocupan, encantan, molestan. And I'm overpronouncing the ends of those words so you can clearly hear them, but in natural conversation it won't be as pronounced. Okay, so the 3 things I want you to know are that how we decide what determines if we're using single, third person singular, or third person plural. So is it aburre or aburren? How do I know? It's going to be aburre, third person singular, if 1, there's an infinitive verb that's doing the action after it. Me aburre estudiar, infinitive verb. If it is a single, number 2, if it's a single noun doing the action, it's going to be me aburre la clase. It's the class bores me. Notice the class is at the end of the sentence, and the class is what's doing the action of boring someone. And that person happens to be me. The studying was the thing doing the action, my subject, and it was boring me. So the sentence is going to look backwards. Your subject is at the end. In English, we're used to seeing our subjects doing at the front, and then my verb, I talk, right? This is a little bit backwards. That's why it's very confusing to us. We don't say aburro or aburres. We use these verbs like gustar, and when you read them backwards, they would make sense to you. Our subject is at the end of the sentence, doing the action to someone. So what's the third one? If we have plural nouns doing the action, then we use the third person plural of these verbs. Aburren, gustan, preocupan, encantan, y molestan. So for example, let's do aburrir again. Me aburren las clases, plural noun. Me aburre la clase, singular noun. Me aburre estudiar, infinitive verb. So I used the single in that one. Okay, let's use encantar. Me encanta el libro. Me encanta leer. Okay, I had a single noun and an infinitive, so I used the form encanta, single, third person singular. Now I'm going to use the third person plural because my subjects are plural. See if you can find my subjects in the sentence. Me encantan los conciertos. The concerts at the end of the sentence are doing the action of enchanting or pleasing me very much, right? The concerts, they enchant or they please me extremely, please me. Okay, a little bit more than gustar. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Some of you I know are more auditory learners instead of visual. So sometimes just hearing it instead of looking at it and reading it, you want to just hear it. So I wanted to give you what I thought would be a quick tutorial. Let's turn it into 4.5 minutes. Thanks for listening.